Good morning, children. Sairam. So, today also we are going to continue with the chapter fractions. Okay, today we are going to learn types of fractions. Okay, types of fractions. First one, like fractions. What is the first one? Like fractions. Fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. Okay, fractions that have the same denominators are called like fractions. For example, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5 are like fractions. So look at these fractions. Denominators are all same, isn't it? So fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. So in these fractions, denominators are all same. So these fractions are called like fractions. Okay. The next one is unlike fractions. What is unlike fractions? Fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions. Okay. Fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 2 by 5, 9 by 2 and 3 by 7 are unlike fractions. So in these fractions, denominators are different, not same, isn't it? So they are called unlike fractions. Okay, fractions that have same denominators are called like fractions. Fractions that have different denominators are called unlike fractions. Okay, so based on this we'll do one exercise problem. Okay, exercise 8.2. First question, write two like fractions for each of the following. Okay, what does it mean? What do you mean by like fractions? Fractions that have same denominator. Okay, same denominator are called like fractions. Okay. So we are going to write like fractions for the given fraction. Okay. Look at the first one. 3 by 7. 3 by 7. So we are going to write two like fractions for this fraction 3 by 7. Like fractions mean it should have same denominator. Okay, so denominator should be 7. So we can change numerator. Okay, so we can write 2 by 7 and 4 by 7. So denominator should be 7. Okay, so these are the two like fractions for this fraction 3 by 7. So we can change the numerators by any number. 3, so 3 by 7 they have given, 5 by 7, 1 by 7. Okay. So for the next fraction 4 by 11, so what we can write? So the denominator should be 11. Okay, only we can change numerator only. Okay, so shall we write 3 by 11 and 5 by 11? Yes, so the denominator should be 11. Okay, so 3 by 11 and 5 by 11. And for the next one, 7 by 12. What we can write? 3 divided by 12. Yes, and 5 divided by 12. For the next fraction, 9 divided by 13. So shall we write 7 divided by 13 and 8 divided by 13? Yes, denominator should be same. So we can change the numerators only. Okay, and for the next one, 5 by 17. What we can write? 2 by 17. 3 by 17. Yes. So these are the like fractions for the given fraction. Like fraction is nothing but fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. Okay, denominator should be same. Only thing we can change numerator only. Okay. So the next one. So we have learned like fractions and unlike fractions, isn't it? So the next one is proper fractions. Okay, what is proper fractions? Fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. Okay, fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. For example, 2 by 5, 3 by 6, 7 by 11 and 1 by 3. So look at these fractions. 2 is less than 5. Next fraction 3 is less than 6. And in the next fraction 7 is less than 11. And here 1 is less than 3. So in all these fractions, numerator is less than the denominator, isn't it? So all these fractions are proper fractions. Okay, what do you mean by proper fractions? Fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. Okay, the next one, improper fractions. What is the next one? Improper fractions. Fractions in which the numerator is greater than the denominator are called improper fraction. So it's just opposite to the proper fraction, isn't it? In proper fraction, numerator should less than denominator. In improper fractions, numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, for example, 7 by 2, 5 by 3, 7 by 5 and 11 by 6. So in all these fractions, 7 is greater than 2, 5 is greater than 3 and the numerator 7 is greater than the denominator 5. Here and the last fraction, numerator 11 is greater than the denominator 6. So all these fractions are improper fractions. Okay, if the numerator is less than the denominator, then the fractions are proper fraction. Okay, if the numerator is greater than the denominator, then the fraction is improper fraction. Okay, the next one, unit fractions. Fractions in which the numerator is 1 are called unit fractions. So the fractions are having the numerator as 1 are called unit fractions. Okay, fractions that are having the numerator as 1, okay, are called unit fractions. For example, 1 by 5, 1 by 6, 1 by 7 and 1 by 4 are unit fractions. So in all these fractions, the numerator is 1, isn't it? So if the numerator is 1, then the fraction is called unit fraction. Okay. The next one, mixed fractions. Okay, mixed fractions. Fractions which are made up of a whole number and a proper fraction are called mixed fractions. Okay, fractions which are made up of a whole number and a proper fraction are called mixed fractions. Okay. For example, 3 1 by 2, 5 3 by 4 are mixed fractions. Okay. In this fraction, 3 is a whole number. Isn't it? 3 is a whole number and this 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. Okay. Proper fraction. And here 5 is a whole number and 3 by 4 is a proper fraction. Okay. Fractions which are made up of a whole number and a proper fraction are called mixed fractions. Okay. So based on this, we'll do one exercise problem. Yes. So exercise 8.2. Second problem. Separate the proper, improper and mixed fractions. So they have given one set of fractions. Okay. So we are going to separate proper fraction, improper fractions and mixed fractions. Okay. What do you mean by proper fractions? So the numerator is less than the denominator. Okay, if the numerator is less than the denominator, then it is a proper fraction. Okay. If the numerator is greater than the denominator, then it is a improper fraction. Okay. Or we can easily say whether it is a mixed fraction or not, isn't it? By seeing itself, we can say, we can find out the mixed fraction. It is made up of whole number and proper fraction. Okay. So shall we find out and shall we separate these fractions? Yeah. Yes. Yes. So first fraction, 8 by 5. 8 by 5. So the numerator is 8. 8 is greater than 5, isn't it? So the numerator is greater than the denominator. So it is an improper fraction, isn't it? It is an improper fraction. So shall we write like I? Okay. So 8 by 5 is an improper fraction. Okay. Look at the next fraction, 6 divided by 17. 6 divided by 17. So the numerator 6 is less than 17. So the numerator is less than denominator. Numerator is less than denominator. So it is a proper fraction. It is a proper fraction. So I can write here P. Okay. Because there is no space to separate all these fractions. Okay. So I'll write IP. I for improper fraction. P for proper fraction. Okay. And look at the next fraction. 5 1 by 5. So it is made up of a whole number and a proper fraction. So it is a mixed fraction, isn't it? So I write here M. M for mixed fraction. Okay. So the next one, 9 by 11. 9 by 11. So here numerator is less than denominator, isn't it? 9 is less than 11. So it is a proper fraction. Proper fraction because numerator is less than the denominator. So it is a proper fraction. Okay. Look at the next fraction, 14 divided by 3. 14 divided by 3. So here 14 is greater than 3, isn't it? So numerator is greater than denominator. If numerator is greater than denominator, then it is improper fraction, isn't it? So we can write I here. I for improper fraction. Okay. And now look at the next fraction. 6 2 by 9. 6 2 by 9. By seeing itself we can say it is a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction because it is made up of a whole number 6 and a proper fraction 2 divided by 9. So it is a mixed fraction. Okay. And look at the next fraction. 21 divided by 4. 21 divided by 4. So 21 is greater than 4. Isn't it? 21 is greater than 4. So the numerator is greater than the denominator. So it is an improper fraction. So we can write I here. Okay. And look at the next fraction. 6 by 8. 6 by 8. So 6 is less than 8. So the numerator is less than denominator. That means it is a proper fraction. So I can write here P. Okay. P. P means proper fraction. Okay. And look at the next fraction. 1 2 by 3. 1 2 by 3. So what is it? It is a mixed fraction because it is made up of a whole number 1 and the proper fraction 2 by 3. So it is a mixed fraction. Okay. And look at the next fraction. 9 divided by 3. 9 by 3. 9 is greater than 3. Isn't it? 9 is greater than 3. So numerator is greater than denominator. So it is an improper fraction. Okay. So you have to compare numerator and denominator only. Okay. If the numerator is less than denominator, then it is a proper fraction. If the numerator is greater than denominator, then it is an improper fraction. Okay. And look at the next fraction. 7 divided by 10. Compare numerator and denominator. 7 and 10. So 7 is less than 10. Isn't it? 7 is less than 10. That means numerator is less than denominator. So it is a proper fraction. Okay, it is a proper fraction. So I write P here. Okay. And look at the last fraction. 11 1 by 3. 11 1 by 3. What is it? It is a mixed fraction, isn't it? It's because it is made up of whole number 11 and proper fraction 1 by 3. So it is a mixed fraction. Okay. So because here no space, I write here like IPM. But you have to write it separately. Okay. Like improper fractions. You have to write improper I'll write here. Improper fractions. And below that you have to write 8 divided by 5. Okay. And 14 divided by 3. 21 divided by 4. Okay. 9 divided by 3. Okay. Like that you have to write. And you have to write proper fractions. Below that you have to write these proper fractions from this given set of fractions. Okay, and you have to put mixed fractions. and you have to write the mixed fractions from the given set of fractions. Okay, so you have to write it neatly. Okay, you can write it separately also. Okay, children, so just you make a try on your own, otherwise you can check with your answers. Okay, and you can correct it. Okay, children, so study well, do all the problems, practice all the problems. Okay, so I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.